Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today I want to talk to you about what's stopping a lot of people from the flow state, and that is not willing to face embarrassment. You see, humiliation and embarrassment is like the price of the ticket that you have to pay in order for you to get into the amusement park of flow. Because if you keep avoiding embarrassment, it's gonna block you. It's gonna be a block for you, right? Now, all embarrassment is kind of like a protection mechanism, right? A protective or a defense mechanism. Because if you think about it, your friends want you to stay protected. Your ego wants you to stay protected. Your parents want you to stay protected. All they want for you is to be protected. When you're doing something that might seem unconventional or strange or new, or let's say you're doing a new activity, of course there's going to be this level of embarrassment there because you're not going to be as good as you think you're going to be, right? But it's very natural for you to be bad at something when you just first begin and start out on that thing. So where does this embarrassment come from? It comes from a sense of shame, a sense that you've got to almost not dilute yourself down to that shame, right? Because shame, all it's doing is like it's signaling different actions for you to take. It's giving you the shame so you can do something with it to correct that shame. And eventually, hopefully, you'll have a proper well-being about yourself, right? You'll think about yourself in a greater way, in a greater context. But if you have shame and you don't do anything with it, and it's sitting there in the pit of your stomach, and you feel embarrassed or ashamed or like humiliated in a specific way, it's going to really put you out of flow because you are worried about your identity and the way it's coming across. You see, I want to make this very, very clear, okay? And I spoke to this very recently on a podcast, but I want to make this very, very clear to place an importance on character rather than reputation. Okay? Reputation is what other people think of us. Character is the assets that we give other people. Okay, it's very different. One is coming from a place of service, right? Your character is there to serve the world, to serve yourself, to be able to be a servant king or a servant queen, right? Being able to take your strengths, your virtues, your values, your principles, and put it out there into the world. Whereas the reputation is like, oh man, I need to be protected. Again, it's that same protection mentality, right? I need to be safe. I need to be protected. I hope people will like me. It comes from that neediness and the desperation, which is a repellent to new people getting to know you, new businesses coming in, new relationships to form, all of this kind of stuff. So, when you understand that there's 10 different people, they all have 10 different reputations of you. They think of you in different ways. They have different reputations because they have different perspectives of you. Now, the perspective can always change based on you bring in two different people. They're like, what do you think of this guy? And they give you two different opinions. Like if somebody saw me, maybe someone would be like, oh, he looks like a frat guy mixed with a spiritual coach or something like that, right? Right now, I don't know. I'm wearing a polo tee. That could be one interpretation, but then if I told you a little bit of my backstory, it might change the opinion that you have of me. See what I'm saying? So it all starts to shift based on the story that we start to tell ourselves. And the story is created from a character, all right? Hey there, Mr. Crow. You know, these crows love to be a part of it. They love to be like cameo guests in these different videos. And so essentially what you want to be doing is placing importance on your character and moving closer to your character every single day. I mean, that's the easiest way that I can put it. And once you understand that your character, you have to own it. You have to own that character. If you sit in your basement and play video games, you have to own it. All right. If you listen to certain types of music that you're embarrassed about, no, you got to own that. You got to own that. Your guilty pleasures, you got to own those things. Okay? They're not guilty pleasures anymore. You got to expose it out into the lights and just be like, yo, this is me. This is who I am. I'm not afraid anymore. I don't care about your judgments. I don't care about your preconceptions. I don't care about what you think of me because I am fully me and I'm here to respect myself first before I start to respect others. Okay? Self-respect before other respect. This is it. You can't respect somebody more than you respect yourself. It just doesn't work that way. Okay? So this is what I have for you, okay, guys? Practice this. Be able to own the different things that you're embarrassed about and feature your flaws. Trademark your flaws. I'll talk about this in my new book, TPM. If you haven't gotten it already, please check it out. It's an amazing book. It's got amazing reviews from people. You can check it out on Amazon.in to Amazon.com. All right, check it out. I hope you have an amazing day. And again, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you know where to find me. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you. And stay legendary. See you next time.